Hello and welcome back to Cultist Simulator, the Mariner mod. Sorry about the early end to last episode. I had some technical issues, as you no doubt are aware of. Anyway, let's begin. So where were we? We just arrived back in London. Had the good old sailor stories. Amsterdam is no longer docked, and London is docked. We have our ship and we have some contentment. What caused that? Our passengers have disembarked and left us with some good funds along with the cargo we had, and let's go ahead and reacquire the cargo just in case we have need of it. Okay, so we are apparently everyone's getting sick. Everyone just becomes exhausted for no reason, or possibly that might have been due to the drunken event that happened last time. Yes, I had to briefly go back and post-production audio over it. Fisticuffs on the docks. One of my crew has a high-strung temperament, and recently it has snapped. Those were traded, and this has not come to good of my crew, come to the good of my good name, or the health of the crew. Well, that's quite annoying. Who the hell did that? Does anyone have a particular trait? Engaging, bright, boisterous is nothing. Noisy, possibly noisy. This may affect my dealings with the raconteur network. I don't think any in particular could have been a trigger for that. Though, considering we are not allowed back in Amsterdam for a while, or it'd be unwise for us to return there so soon, it's probably not ideal that we are starting off with some notoriety that is immediately going to get picked up. Great. I'd like to figure out a way to deal with this. Got the wharf. I'm thinking we could probably take the hit on this becoming rumors, and it, fingers crossed, shouldn't destroy anything important while we're here. Yeah, let's cross our fingers and hope for the best. And is there anything we can do in the meantime? We can try and roll the unlikely odds of a package, potential package. In the meantime, I don't believe we need anything navigated, or we don't want to risk singing already. What's going on? We're longing for elsewhere, that is fine. We have plenty of rail to keep us ashore. We would like some crew, I suppose. Church bells we don't care about. These are very unlikely to occur. I think we could probably just... Wow, that... I don't know what triggered double that, but whatever. I will be keeping an eye on this. We're going to have to roll about 3 or 4 more events without getting a notoriety suspicion event. Yep, but we got one. Season of suspicion. It will pick up the rumors and hopefully just put them back down again. And tell you what we could do, though it wouldn't be too smart. We try searching the odd corners here and there. Tune of the docks, again, we don't care about. Let's try that. check the odd corners. We might be able to get some moth out of it. Notoriety, is it going to steal something? I'd quite like... just throw it in there. Okay, grab the wharf, and that is why we make sure to pick up cargo early on. We can, I suppose, try and sort out the wharf, probably with some charm. I think it's exploring with it. We'd be able to make it non-hostile again. Wow, we are getting very unlucky with that season of suspicions. And we're going to have to cross our fingers that we don't immediately roll notoriety from this. Echoes of action. So echoes of action would be good for fixing our wounded kite, but our wounded kite, or our kite is not wounded. Oh, that's not right. I was supposed to be throwing odd corners in. So odd corners, really? I'm getting so many of those in a row. We can throw odd corners into here, explore with them to try and pull out random aspects. Finally, you can go away. And we should be back to square one minus the wharf, but yeah, we don't particularly need the wharf unless we do need it for dock worker stories, which would be a nice conclusion. So an Age of Static should help you in... Will age you once authorities have their eyes on you. It might be worth rolling that. I think I am just going to start accruing as much of this as possible. There is a chance we roll notoriety out of this, so I'm going to say to hell with it, and let's go hard on accruing our influences. Yep, so we have notoriety, that's fine. Ring of Insight, I will get another while we can. So we need about 2 or 3 Ring of Insight to do a potential package roll, and while we're doing that, we can also after we have done so, we can hopefully accumulate some glimmering to the Grail one to pick up passengers. Okay, 3 should be enough, but honestly, let's go crazy. Season of Passing, Season of Reckoning. No, that's another thing. So out of this we can gain an Essence of Splendor, like that. You say it and it speak of it and it will appear. We are just going to let that manifest into fascination, I feel, because honestly it's easier to get rid of it when it's when you have 4 of them than 3 in a weird way, because 3 becomes 1 fascination, and then the fascination you can cancel out with a fond memory. Yes, and now we work on some Grail. Cool, we have triggered the book. Is it one we know? The Petit Bijou of the Venice of the North. I don't know. Let me just Google what Bijou means. See if there's any hidden, just, you know, trinket, if you will. I'm fairly sure that is referencing the Veiled Lady once more. Venice of the North. Yeah, canals and such. I'm fairly confident that needs to go to the Veiled Lady, which we're okay with. We can deliver that, so I will endeavour to... It begins. Back to back. I will endeavour to achieve this. So, let me see, what do we have that has some forge? Dockworker stories, of course, do. And nothing else, really? Of course, it throws something at us that... of all the potential aspects we have, it just throws out the one that we don't have access to. So that's going to be a loss, and we will... that is admittedly why I picked up a few extra, just so we're not completely screwed over. At least it was the first book they ask after and not the second. So let's go ahead and try and roll a different one of these. I'm not sure if we can roll a second while the first is still active. Got some rumours about, and they are immediately going to be snagged. Getting some terrible rolls on this, but yeah, at least we got that out the way, and we can pivot to looking for travellers. This is going to be a very quick stop in London, as we are already apparently going to be having some notoriety about us. Lapsed artist, Bluetooth descendant, that is the fella in Copenhagen. I think, did I confirm that, or am I just strongly believing that? Yep, I confirmed that in my first run. Respond with Moth. I think we might as well, honestly. It's not like we're gonna have an opportunity for otherwise. Moth will be from a courting story, which we can't get access to. What other things give Moth? Well, looks like we can't get that either because timings don't line up. So, yeah, we're not going to be able to. I should have been more on the ball with with the timings on that. Yeah, made a mistake there. So we would need a courting story, which we get from the pub, but frustratingly, I was being impatient or rushing things. Already an investigation out. I keep looking at these as if they'll be different, but alas. We can try for this blind stab in the dark. We don't have any knock influence, but you never know. Worst case, we just have some money, and then I think when we arrive back in Amsterdam, I will fire 2 guys and replace them, because we will have accrued enough money then. So we will dive back in there once more, and I realise we are out of... Really? Okay, we are going to be running then. I was not expecting... we just got so many rolls of Season of Suspicion so soon. I'm not sure what could have triggered that, or if it was just bad luck. There we have Miss Moreland. She's hard to reach now. So we're going to pick up our passenger, and honestly I think we're going to just be on our way. There's got 2 edge of static as well, and that does sod all, at least for us. So yeah, I think we're just going to flee to Amsterdam and hope that wears out. Very short stay here in London, but we're not particularly looking for too much. We're just being a bit slow about picking up the crew members we will need Gambling on deck. The rattle of dice are separated with bouts of laughter and shouts of despair. I should re-establish discipline with edge or winter before this ends in blows, or I could put in some funds and try to earn some money from my crew. Honestly, I think because we don't have edge or winter, I'm just going to put some money in this. We're probably going to lose it, but we'd be losing this event with our pitiful amount of winter. I join in on the game, like officers ought not to do, but leaders sometimes must. Who knows? Maybe I get some money out of it. Looks like I did. Wow. Shapes in the water, the kite has found companionship. Something is trailing in our ship's wake. Curious dolphins, playful seals, watchful sharks, those creatures that call the waters home, follow us for a while and break up the monotony of water and air. What might find us upon the sea? What might find us next upon the sea? The wind rises. The flag stands straight horizontal, and a constant wind tempts the kite to turn away. We need to tame the weather with forge or survive it with heart. Well, we have a hearty fellow. The weather isn't helpful here, but we do have a song and our heart. Control the vessel. The winds play with us, but we maneuver, turn, dance. The wind plays with us. There you go. Cadence on that. And we are back in Amsterdam. We have accrued quite a bit of money from gambling with our crew. London is far away now. And we have some sailor stories and contentment. We're just going to let the contentment pass. A bit more funds from an individual be transported. Let's dive right into it, honestly. We can... What do we have? Bright... noisy. I don't think that's a bad aspect, but I mean, he's technically tied for first. I'm going to single him out for saying farewell to, and we are going to attempt... I'm not going to bother with the moth motifs. It was proven last time that they didn't really do anything. I should definitely be waiting until that under arrest passes, but... I'm getting a tad impatient. I feel confident enough that we're not going to doom ourselves by rushing into things. We have our cargo, first bits of cargo, and we have some money. We are going to want to keep that going. I should have gone for het anchor with that, and then so that I could... probably wouldn't have time. I was thinking maybe go for the old back roads and try and pull some extra clarion air from there. Add the notoriety to the pile. More longing, more wanderlust even. Let's throw that in there and we can honestly start looking for potential recruits. I'm going for lantern crew members because they have what we are lacking, I suppose. It wouldn't be too bad to pick up a con man. So actually, oh, I don't know why I did that. We already have full stock. It doesn't hurt, but it's just a waste of time. What do we have here? Basic crew member. We don't care about him. Throw that in there. Some more of this. We are going to pick up one more of this and then pivot to the edge motif. Yeah, so we are burning away. I'm not one to stay quiet. I tend to always have notoriety on screen, and there it's going to be finding use. And now we pivot to some vengeful motifs and still more basic crew members. We're not going to have crew. If we can focus on getting crew out of this, then I'm okay with not picking up passengers, because we should have crew and then we can go exploring sewers. You don't want to bring passengers to sewers because I'm getting unlucky with this. Because that's not their destination. It can never be their destination, so they just sit aboard and eventually get annoyed at how long it's taking to get to their destination, which would be London. So we're going to throw this down there. It appears we lost some... I don't remember if I made 4 or 2 Clarion Air. Well, we've immediately picked up a cook. He sounds like he has some Grail on him, so I'm guessing Heart and Grail from this fella, which is okay. Building reputation, not the best, but as one reputation grows, the other fades. And I would like a con man. They have Grail and Moth about them. One more of those. And then, what other aspect was I thinking of? Oh yeah, some knock, as we do have the potential chance to find a book, a story trader, a dour hawk-nosed cook, and yeah, I guessed right, he has Heart and Grail about him. I'll give your men through it all. I'll get your men through it all, hale and happy. Sure. So we're up to 7 crew members. So now, oh yeah, this fella got singled out. We are going to say goodbye to him. There we have our wolf back to back. That's not good. But we've picked up a con man. So con man is bright, which we do definitely want to pick up. Oh, this is officer, not... I was being blind on this. An officer is pretty good as well. He has Lantern and... I think Winter, I believe. The Wharf is now hostile to us. That is okay. We are finished with the Wharf. And we are going to be watching this become a very bad one. Yes. We are going to try and see if we have just enough time to pull out a book trade. Oh yeah, I was thinking I can actually trade with them. So let me check my list of Amsterdam. I've traded with the Lady, the Wharf, and the Docks are the same. I mean, we might as well, since we should hopefully have time, though this is giving up our sailor stories. I think the knowledge of what books we can, what stories we can acquire is better. Here we have an officer. I'll keep order on. I'll keep order on the ship. Okay, order. And yeah, Lantern and Winter. I think I said that. There were a diver has Winter and Knock, and a navigator has Knock and Lantern. There we go. I guessed right. Conman, we would like you. And this is us spending a whole lot of money for some good crew. Wow, triple. In that case, change of plan. We are going to be leaving very quickly. we do at least know what this book is. Collecting stories traded between diamond cutters. The quiet industry reminds me of the ship, though here the tools are finer and the goods more precious, and the stories here have travelled as far as the diamonds. Through the network of journeyman traders, good common folk that stretch from India to Jerusalem, through the Polish plains and to the canals of Amsterdam and beyond. The diamond with the perfect flaw. Once there was a king who held a wealth of gems in his treasury. On a weekly inspection of his hoard, he discovered a previously flawless gem marred by a cut on its largest facet. He asked all the master crafters and jewelers to fix the gem, but all apologized and said there was nothing to be done. Then a single craftsman stepped forward, not yet out of his apprenticeship, and said, "I cannot remove the flaw, but I can save the gem." He went to work, and the king saw him carve leaves, rosebuds, and blooming petals. The apprentice had seen a rose stem where others just saw a scar, and had carved to enhance, I assume, the beauty he had seen. A few spelling errors there, but whatever. Okay, so I'm going to quickly write this down, and looks like it is Knock, Forge, Romantic. Here's a new one, Wise. Some truths are so simple that can only be made clear in fables and fantasies, and immortal. So I'm probably going to make a cut here as I write this down. Okay, that is done. At least we know what that book is, and though we are going to be getting another arrest warrant out of this, I think we should have time to quickly trade with Amsterdam itself, and that will complete our ensemble of knowledge. Of course, this will mean that we don't get to pull this. The rule is no names, and I will keep to that. A metallic box, small specks of black mold stain the package surface. I think it might be growing from the inside. From what I gather, that description on the packages tends to be random, or not random, but tends to not hold any relevance to the package itself. Though I might be wrong in that regard. Rule is no names. Have I got that written down anywhere? I have not. I've seen it before, but I just didn't resolve it. I think I accidentally... Well, I tried with someone and it didn't work. No names. And I will keep to that. And I have no idea who that could be. Fortunately, we're not gonna even try to go for it because we need to be out of here soon. Heart story. What would that be? Should be doable. Okay, now we have an arrest warrant out for us. That is not ideal. Here we have a harmonious, well-groomed conman. I've never been convicted, and I'll see to it that you're not either. I'll see you're not either. I'm being pedantic. Moth and Grail, a nice combination. Moth will be key. From the scullery maids out in the markets for the shopping, I overhear this tale of the cleverness of one of their peers from fables past. The brave maid at the fucking Kaiser's Scratch? Yeah, fucking no. So, one night a maid sharpening the blades of the kitchenware when she could hear men's voices from the alleyway besides. The men were discussing how to rob the house. They decided to climb in through the kitchen window one by one, so she took up position next to the window with two cleavers and snipped off each head as they entered. Each time the robbers outside asked if they had gotten inside safe, and each time she mimicked a gruff confirmation. Only the seventh youngest robber did not enter. She was praised for her bravery and gifted a diamond ring. Soon after, a handsome young man became a valet at the house and began courting her. It was the youngest robber, and he had come for revenge for his brothers. Okay, that was wild. Okay, another cut here as I will be writing that down. Okay, got that all written down, and I believe that completes our collection of my timer going off saying it's been 30 minutes, but I will keep going as some of that's going to get cut out. That is our collection of stories that we can pick up from Amsterdam. Yes, I do believe. I also believe it's time to leave, as we are once more being hounded by some very unfortunate roles. They seem to like this one a lot. So, do we have any more thing? Anything else we can do? Not particularly, not that I care to. Where are we going? We have 8 crew members now. We have a good assortment of people. Yeah, honestly, 5 Heart isn't the best. Lantern Knock is quite nice. Heart and Grail. We are missing Forge, but hopefully the other aspects will cover that. These guys don't count. Obviously, they're dog shit skills. Yeah, potentially we could have picked up someone with Forge, but honestly, I think that this assortment of 5 will be sufficient as we head to the Amsterdam sewers, maybe. Alright, we can contemplate on that. We need to do the kite and this, and we will be departing. And this will also give us time to diminish both of our investigations / arrest warrants. So we are sailing once more, and once more we have drunk mates. My ship stinks of gin and malcontent. I console this with stern authority of winter or the opposition of edge. Well, now we have a diligent tanned officer who brings with him a nice amount of winter, and we ourselves have our Lackhart and a mournful motif to help. 9 should be sufficient. The Spectre of Discipline. I have smashed every bottle I could find and have made those responsible pour over the deck for the shattered glass. They may despise me, but the ship will run with military precision. That is how you get things done, apparently. We are sailing. We spot a shape floating in the water. At first we think it might be a seal, then later we hope it is, but proximity reveals it is the remains of a man, languishing as a rest for gulls. I'm not sure if... Poor soul I send to haul the body out of the water. Of course I could just let the drifter be. I'm not sure if any particular skills help in this. It tends to... Whenever I put in a generic guy... I'll tell you what, I'll try throwing in... I'm not sure what could be useful in hauling up a dead body. Whenever I throw in a basic crewman, because I figured, you know, if something bad's going to happen to them, better be basic. They tend to fail, and it throws me some dread. I'm not sure if I'm just failing the role or if I can pull something good out of it. Let's try for the cook. That seems sanitary, right? We see a face, both sallow and bloated. We try to lift, but the matter disintegrates around our rope. Soon we are left with inhuman chunks and floating fabric. Not good. I swear I've been able to pass this and got something good out, or was able to go through his pockets. Gambling on deck. Once more, we can either try gambling with them, or we can use Edge or Winter I mean, last time we earned some money. Wouldn't be the worst thing to get some more money out of it. Though we could use our officer to break things up quite reliably. I'm just gonna hope for the best. Play a few rounds and lose each one. My crew will smile at my face for a long while now and snicker behind my back, but the air has passed. So, we have arrived at Amsterdam sewers. You will notice that our cargo hasn't been sold because we cannot do so here. The dread we acquired from the pulling up a dead body. Amsterdam is a ways away, the kite is still here, and we are at the sewer stop. So we're on adventure now. What do we have? We have our thrill and sailor stories as usual. We also have this nice card. Sewer Labyrinth. The network of canals and waterways stretches as much below ground as above. Hidden somewhere here is a secret market selling illicit goods. From there operates a gang of adept thieves who specialize in owning what has been dispossessed. And I think this will be a good stopping off point, as I'm unsure how short this episode is going to be without the cuts, but I'm pretty sure 38 minutes is going to be edited down to about 34 or so at most. So we will leave off here for now. Next episode we will be exploring the labyrinth. I've been promising we will go on exploration, go on an adventure, and at last we will. Hope to see you then. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.